Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, good people. Hope that everybody's had a great day on today. This is Happy New Year for ABC. Happy New Year, everybody. All things new, everything new. I'll get this in the background. We'll change it up a little bit. So we have new music for 2023. Tag a neighbor, tag a friend, tell them that ABC, that's Peter Brooks Consultant, is now on live with your weekly HR101 Tip. Come on. We still here only 15 minutes. I want to make sure you all can hear me. Make sure the music is not too loud. Everything is coming through nice and clear. We have just a few preliminaries we'll get out of the way before we get started. I want to say a big thank you to the city for coming out on last week, where we are still celebrating the life and legacy of my pastor, the one and only Dr. Ellie Grant. Oh my God, we had a great time on Wednesday night, and he had a beautiful service on Thursday. We can't thank Second Baptist enough and Pastor Maurice Watson for their hospitality, for hosting. So we had a great time. Our ACIDI New G family, we thank you and we welcome our very own new pastor, Lakeisha Brady. So we are excited about this next move. Everything new, you guys. Everything new. So I want you to tag a neighbor, tag a friend, tell them ABC is live on the air right now. We still only here 15 minutes. And so we're going to go ahead and get started because I have a new law. Well, actually, I'm going to back up a little bit because I want to make sure we know this is tax season. So your second weekly HR 101 tip is to make sure you updated your address so that you can get your W-2 form if they're not doing them paperless. So if you're still receiving your W-2 in the mail, if you have moved, please quickly go to your HR department and update your address, because if not, it's going to go back to the sender, to the company, and 9 times out of 10, they may or may not reissue it out to you. You would end up having to do a self-stamped envelope and with your change of address. So make sure they have until January the 31st to get you your W-2 for 2022. If you know you've had more than one job, you want to make sure that you get your change of address in and all of your past employers for 2022, because we don't want you to be shortchanged on your coins, as you say, for your income taxes. Also, if you filed exempt, meaning you didn't have any federal taxes coming out of your check for 2022 or maybe the last quarter of 2022, you also want to go see your HR department or your payroll department and fill out a new W-4 federal tax form, because they will not do that for you. That is your responsibility. So please make sure, ma'am, sir, to go by your payroll department, or maybe you can do it online through your app. Change your W-4 tax form so that your federal taxes can come back out of your check, because if not, 9 times out of 10, you will end up paying in, and we don't want to do that, because Uncle Sam said, I'm not going to give you your money twice. I'm going to give it to you on the front end, but you won't have to give it back on the back end. So make sure if you filed exempt for the last quarter of December, and that's where you have no federal taxes coming out of your check, make sure you go by your HR department or your payroll department, or maybe you all have an app on your phone. You're able to do it online. Please make sure you go ahead and get that taken care of. Now, let's move on into everything new. So what we're talking about tonight It's because this is a new law that went into effect December the 29th, 2022. And majority of the time when laws go in effect, it is always the last part of December. We will not hear about it until about the first week, second week of January. But I want to make sure that my people are up to date because here at ABC, we want to make sure everybody is in the know and you're aware of the different changes that's going on around you. So, with that being said, we have what they call the PWFA. You say, what's PWFA? I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you. It is the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act. That's the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act, and is the provided urgent maternal protection for nursing mothers act, or better known as PUMP Act. So we have the PWFA as well as the PUMP Act. So we have PWFA Act and the PUMP Act. What took effect December, they passed it on December 29, 2022. And it's any employers that have 15 employees or more. Effective June 27, 2023, the PWFA is essential, gives pregnant employees the same treatment as the American Disabilities Act, and it's under that they can pump, expand existing employers' obligations under the Fair Labor Standard Act, which we call FLSA, to provide nursing employees with the reasonable break time and accommodations to express your breast milk. Okay? So make sure you go by and see your HR department about that. If they have not told you, please go by and see them. If you are expecting or you've already had your child, but you need to go and express your milk, this act is good for 1 year after your child is born. Also, the PUMP Act provides additional remedies that will take effect on April the 28th, 2023. Okay? And so, again, all of this falls under your ADA, which is the American Disabilities Act. These are the two laws that went into effect. They passed in December, so they're going to be effective June 27, 2023 for the PWFA, and the PUMP Act provides additional remedies that will take effect on April the 28th of 2023. So if you are a small business owner and you have more than 15 employees, give ABC a call. We need to make sure that you're compliant, and you can reach us at 501-291-1650 or send us an email to abc@abchr101.com. We want to make sure that you have more than 15 employees, that you're compliant with these laws that's taken place. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't, but that is why we are here. If you are going to watch us on the replay, thank you so very much. Tag a neighbor, tag a friend, make sure they know about this. Also, for my small business owners, please contact ABC for any of your HR needs, because we want you to make sure that you're compliant this year with your HR department, knowing how your files are set up properly, your I-9s, because you need to make sure when you need to dispose of those I-9s. If you're doing E-Verify, give ABC a call. That is what we are here for, to make sure everybody is compliant. Because everybody said, oh my God, this is a lot. Yes, it is, but that's why you have ABC. We are here to help assist you in making sure your HR department is set up correctly, because we do not want to, at all, we don't want any employees or employers to have to be paying out any unnecessary money in this season, because it's no time to be giving up. It's time for us to go in and do everything that we are supposed to do. The help is here, but it is up to you to reach out to us to make sure that we are able to assist you in everything that you need for your department, for your company. But that is what we are here for. Hey, Miss Juanita Jordan, how are you? Thank you for joining me on tonight. Hey, Miss Elegant Photography, Miss Marie Wilson herself. Y'all know that's my girl. She makes sure the shots is right. So, we want to make sure that your HR department, everything is set up correctly. From your filing system, whether you are paperless or you're still holding on to paper. It's nothing wrong with still holding on to paper. But we do want to make sure that your department is set up correctly, that you do not have just one folder for all of your employees' paperwork. That's not set up correctly. You need a 5 or 6 pocket folder to make sure everything is divided out properly. You also need to make sure they have a confidential file. Confidential meaning nobody sees it but the HR department and that employee. Not their supervisor, none of that. Supervisors do not have access to the red file, is what I like to call it. It's the red file, it's the confidential file. The supervisors do not have access to the I-9 forms, and the I-9 form should not be in the confidential file. They're in the same filing cabinet in a different drawer, but not in the same file folder. So give ABC a call. We will be more than happy to assist you to help you set up your HR department to my small business owners. Give us a call at 501-291-1650 or send us an email to abc@abchr101.com because I have a local restaurant here in town that I help out. And they is like, Miss Ada, I don't know what I would do without ABC. So that is what we are here for, because we do not want you to have to pay out any additional monies, unnecessary money, because your department is not set up correctly. If you have managers, supervisors, they need to know, they need to have proper training. 2023, all things new, everything new. Contact us so that we can make sure that you're compliant with all the different laws that is going on within our state as well as within the federal government. So give us a call, 501-291-1650. That is what we are here for. We're taking out all the excuses for this year and moving forward. This is not the time for you to give up. This is the time for you to go in and see what it is that you need to help push yourself and your company forward to continue to be successful, but be successful correctly, accurately, from your files to your employees, to your policies, your procedures, because guess what? That's going to affect how you treat your customers. Because if your filing system is not right, you're trying to find stuff, you can't find it, you get aggravated, you all discombobulated. Let's just remove all of that. That's what ABC is here for. To help you to organize everything that you have and help you to succeed and know where you need to go in this season. So, with that being said, please remember, before we go, the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act, that's PWFA, and the Providing Urgent Maternal Protection for Nursing Mothers Act, better known as PUMP, yes, PUMP, the PUMP Act, effective June 27, 2023. The PWFA essentially gives pregnant employees the same treatment as disability protection under the ADA, which is the American Disabilities Act. The PUMP Act expands existing employers' obligations under the FLSA, which is the Fair Labor Standard Act, to provide nursing employees with a reasonable break time and accommodations to express their milk for a period of 1 year following the child's birth. and it was effective as of December the 29th, 2022. The Pump Act provides additional remedies that will take effect on April 28th, 2023. Okay, so we want to make sure you all get those laws. Again, you're gonna watch the replay. Thank you. If you have any questions, give ABC a call, 501-291-1650, or send us an email to abc@abchr101.com. Again, I am Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consultant, where we bring you your weekly HR 101 tips. So until next week, we'll have another law for you. Who knows? But come back and join me, come and see me, and I will let you know. Have a great evening. Bye. Okay.
That's it. We'll see you again.